LeBron James, the name alone carries weight. Four-time NBA champion, four-time MVP, and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. Since joining the Los Angeles Lakers in 2018, he's brought a title back to LA, solidified the team as a playoff contender, and redefined what longevity means in the NBA. But as LeBron approaches age 40 and enters the twilight of his legendary career, serious questions are starting to surface, not just about when he'll retire, but about whether the Lakers should actually consider trading him before that happens. Yeah, I said it. Trading LeBron James. And trust me, this isn't just wild fan talk. This is the kind of conversation NBA front offices have to entertain, even when it feels uncomfortable. In today's NBA, no one is off limits. We've seen stars like Kevin Durant, James Harden, Damian Lillard, and even Russell Westbrook get traded in recent years. Loyalty in the league is a two-way street, and front offices are always balancing short-term success with long-term sustainability. LeBron still puts up elite numbers, but with the Lakers hovering in that murky middle ground between contender and retooling project, it's fair to ask, what if the Lakers decided to move on and reset for the post-LeBron era? So here's the big question: what would the Lakers actually want in a LeBron James trade? Let's be honest, trading LeBron wouldn't be about giving up on winning. It would be about repositioning the franchise for long-term success, ideally while still keeping Anthony Davis in the fold. So if Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office were to entertain a LeBron trade, the asking price would be steep, and rightfully so. We're talking about one of the most impactful players in league history. Even at 40, LeBron averaged over 25 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds per game. He's not just productive, he's still elite. First and foremost, the Lakers would want a blue-chip young player, someone who could potentially lead the franchise into the next generation. Think about a guy like Scottie Barnes from Toronto, a long, athletic wing who can defend, create, and grow into a star. Or Tyrese Maxey from Philly, lightning quick, high IQ, and already borderline all-star caliber. A deal without at least one young player with legitimate star upside? It's a non-starter. Secondly, the Lakers would need draft compensation, and lots of it. The Anthony Davis trade cost them multiple first-round picks and pick swaps, and they've spent the last few seasons operating with limited flexibility because of it. Any LeBron trade would need to help them restock their war chest. We're talking at least 2 unprotected first-round picks, ideally from teams that might slide down the standings once LeBron ages out or retires. Third, they'd want financial flexibility. This could mean acquiring players on expiring contracts, or young talent still on rookie deals. The Lakers don't want to be locked into a bunch of long-term mid-tier contracts, especially not when AD's deal is already a major cap commitment. They'd want the ability to reshape the roster quickly, whether through free agency, trades, or the draft. And finally, the Lakers would want LeBron's blessing unofficially, of course. Because let's be real, trading LeBron to a lottery-bound team would be a PR disaster. Not just for the Lakers, but for the league. The NBA needs LeBron in big games, big markets, and meaningful moments. That means a trade would likely send him to a contender, or at least a team with the pieces in place to win now. Think teams like the 76ers, Knicks, or maybe even Miami, depending on the scenario. Now, let's pivot to a name that's been floating around in trade rumors lately: Andrew Wiggins. According to multiple league insiders, the Warriors are open to moving Wiggins, and the Lakers have been loosely linked. But let's get one thing clear: the Lakers are reportedly out on any Andrew Wiggins deal. And that makes perfect sense. Let's break it down. Wiggins had a career revival during the Warriors' 2022 title run. He played the best basketball of his life in that final series, locking down opposing stars and contributing offensively with confidence. But since then, the production's been all over the place. Last season, he missed significant time for personal reasons, and even when he was on the court, he didn't look like the same player. His scoring dropped, his defensive impact was inconsistent, and he just didn't look locked in. On top of that, there's the contract issue. Wiggins is owed over $26 million annually through 2027. For a guy who hasn't shown all-star form in over a year, that's a major financial commitment. The Lakers are already strapped for cap space, and adding Wiggins to the books would limit their flexibility even more. It's hard to justify giving up assets, even small ones, for a player who might not move the needle, especially when that money could be used more strategically. And maybe most importantly, Wiggins just doesn't fit what the Lakers need. LeBron is their primary ball handler. If he leaves, they'll need someone who can initiate the offense, shoot consistently from deep, and create for others. Wiggins doesn't check those boxes. He's more of a slasher, a secondary scorer who thrives in structure, not a go-to option or a playmaker. If you're trading LeBron James, the return has to at least hint at replacing some of what he does on the floor. Wiggins doesn't come close. So the fact that the Lakers are out on a Wiggins deal tells us a lot. It means the front office is being deliberate, not desperate. They're not just looking to shake things up, they're only going to make a move if it meaningfully improves the team's future, either by adding a star or creating the room to go get one. They understand how delicate this moment is. With LeBron aging and Bronny on board, they need to balance competing now with building for later. Look, we're not saying the Lakers will trade LeBron. He's still incredibly valuable, both on the court and as a global icon. But they'd be crazy not to at least pick up the phone if the right offer came in. And if that offer doesn't include a legit young star, draft picks, and cap flexibility, they're hanging up. Quickly. So now it's your turn. Let's open this up to you. If you were the Lakers GM, would you trade LeBron James? And what kind of package would you actually accept in return? Are you looking for a full rebuild, or just trying to retool around AD and some young talent? Drop your best trade packages in the comments. I'll be checking them out and replying to the best ones. And hey, if you're enjoying this kind of breakdown, honest, no fluff NBA talk, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the NBA, anything can happen. Even trading the king.